Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to start the vlog for the second part of March. I will tell you all about the books that I'm reading, and this is also the time when the mini Magical Readathon is happening. I think it started 2 days ago now. Today is the 16th and I think it started on the 14th. I haven't really read anything for that yet because I will probably extend it for the rest of the month, but I definitely want to work on the prompts that I still need to do for the Magical Readathon for the rest of the month. And so I have 2 books that I will probably start today or tomorrow, and that will work for that. Now the first one might be no surprise if you've watched my other reading vlogs, and that is The Stone Sky by N K Jemisin. This is the 3rd book in the Broken Earth trilogy, and I have loved the first 2 books, so I'm very excited to go and read the last one and find out how everything ends. I'm in love with these characters and I just need to know what happens to them. And I will read this for the Conduit, which I chose the spell book. I think a book is always a good thing to have, and the challenge for that is to read a book that has at least 2 S in the title. Now, as a German person, this prompt is a bit weird, to be honest, but Stone Sky works, so I'm gonna do this one. And then for the kind of guild legacy item, I'm not quite sure, I chose the Locket of the Clear Mind. I have to check on my little note here. And for that you have to read a book in 4 or less sittings, which is something I struggle with right now because I don't have a lot of time for reading. But the book I chose for that will probably be possible to read in fewer sittings, and that is Open Water by Caleb Azumah Nelson, and this is only about 160 pages, so I hope that less than 4 sittings will be possible. But yeah, I will pick up this book when I know that I have a lot of time to read, and when I know that, I'm a little bit stressed and I may only have like half an hour, I will pick up The Stone Sky. So that's the plan for now. These are both books I'm very excited about, but also 2 books that I thought I would be able to read in February already, so I'm a little bit behind with my reading plans. There's one more book that I would love to read for this Magical Readathon that I had started last year, but I haven't finished yet. I will talk about it as soon as I finish these 2 books. And then I'm also listening to my audiobook, which is Assassin's Apprentice by Hobb, and I do a separate reading vlog for that, so I will probably only do like super small updates here and there, how I progress. But yeah, I will keep the in-depth discussion to that other vlog. So I hope that the reading for the second half of the month will be good. There is a couple of things coming up. For example, tonight I'm actually going to see the new Batman movie in cinemas. So yeah, I'm very excited for that. I haven't been in the cinema for a while now. I think the last movie we saw was the new Ghostbusters one, and that one was amazing. So I hope the Batman will be amazing too. And yeah, that's what we're doing right now, and I hope you have a great time watching this. So I will read the first part of this today in the first sitting when I take a bath, and I hope that I will be able to read about 60 pages of this while I read. So this is where I end my first reading session. So far I'm really liking the book. I'm almost halfway through now, and it is quite a easy read, but at the same time I think the language is challenging for me as a non-native speaker. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this book. I think it really shows the messiness of relationships today. There's also some mention of racism, and especially the police stopping black people because they think they did something wrong. So yeah, be careful if you go into this book and this is, triggering for you. It is put into very beautiful language, but it still shows the trauma of an incident like that. So yeah, really liking this book so far. Okay, so this is gonna be my second session with this book, my second sitting reading it. So if I'm lucky, I can finish it. I do have about not quite 2 hours, so we'll see. I think this might be doable. So I just finished the book, and I must say it's absolutely beautiful. I would really highly recommend you read it. It's very short but so powerful. I think I need to gather my thoughts a little bit before I talk about it, but this is such a great exploration of blackness and the way black bodies are treated, and I think this is so much more than a love story. And yeah, just the way the author writes is absolutely stunning. It's so lyrical and beautiful, and I confess that I did not understand everything just because this book is steeped in like culture, but culture that I don't know a lot about. So you have a lot of references to art, to music, to rap, stuff like that. So yeah, I don't have the knowledge to understand these bits, but I didn't really care. Yeah, I think it's so beautiful. And I love this cover for the book because I think it really matches the book in a way, because the main character is a photographer, and you can see with both of these portraits that they're so well shot, they're so beautiful, and also the way that the male person is looking into the camera and the female person is looking down. I think this also reflects the book in a way because this book is written in second person, which is something I love. I love. I know a lot of people struggle with that, but for me, if it's done well, it's perfection. And so you are addressed as the main character, like as if, the main character would write a letter to himself, but it's you. I don't know if I explained that well, but yeah, I think that the cover kind of reflects that too. So yeah, stunning book. I really am not eloquent enough to talk about it, but it's definitely a masterpiece.
Dog said hello first. And he said hello. And I liked him pretty instantly. He was good looking.
So today is the 22nd of March, and I thought I'd give a quick update to Open Water. I already talked about it a little bit, and I honestly don't remember what I said because I wanted to let it settle in my mind a little bit. But this was a really, really great book. I think if you enjoy literary fiction, if you enjoy a very lyrical, poetical writing style, you will probably enjoy this. This majorly deals with being black in Britain and police brutality, the kind of microaggressions that black people have to live with every day. And this is all put into the scene of a kind of love story. But honestly, for me personally, it wouldn't have needed that. I think the love story is what actually made me not love it completely with all of my heart, because yeah, this is really not about plot, and I thought the second half of this book was so much stronger when the plot got kind of irrelevant. So I do understand why this love story is in there, but I really don't think you need it at all. So overall I decided to give this 4.5 stars, just because yeah, sometimes for me these like very lyrical stories are not my favorite, because sometimes I don't really understand what's happening, and I think that these kind of writing styles are great to deal with themes, to deal with emotions, to really yeah, have an impact. But I don't think that these writing styles are great for telling a story, so I just prefer it if they don't even try. So yeah, but I think this is fantastic, and I think you should definitely pick it up. It's a very short book as well, so if the writing style isn't for you, it's not like you have like a 1,000-page book to get through. But yeah, I think this is a very, very strong book, and yeah, loved it. So I read this for the Gear Up Readathon, for the Magical Readathon. So I gained the Locket of the Clear Mind through that. And I thought I'd just tell you quickly what that is. Now, I sorted into the House of the Arcane at the, last year's readathon. So the Locket of the Clear Mind is one of the... Is it the conduit? I think so. Of this House of Arcane. And it says here on the like little sheets that G made, who's running this readathon, the Locket of the Clear Mind allows one to attain near perfect mental focus on the task at hand, no matter how scatterbrained they felt before. Rare is a problem that cannot be solved by wearing the locket. It can be safely worn for up to 1 hour a day. So yeah, I would honestly need that right now, because I'm trying to finish my PhD thesis, and 1 hour of like brain power would be awesome. Would love that. So that's the first prompt for the Gear Up a Readathon that I needed to do. Still working on the second one, but I hope I will finish it before the month is over. I also finished another book, and that was my audiobook, Assassin's Apprentice by Hobb. This was my first kind of venture into the realm of the Elderlings, and I loved it. It was so good. I also gave that one 4.5 stars, just because I know that the other books will get even better, and I want to have some wriggle room. Also, there's just a couple of things I didn't love about it, but I will do a separate vlog. And you can, yeah, learn all of my thoughts on the book, especially if you've read it already. I will do some spoilery bits as well. So I'm not quite sure. I think this might be up before this vlog, so I will link it at the end if you're interested. But yeah, that's my reading right now. I started a new audiobook today, but I will also do a separate vlog for that, because I started the Greenbone saga. So Jade City by Fonda is the first book, and yeah, I have maybe listened to half an hour or so, so I have not really started it yet, but I'm very intrigued, and I hope I will love it. So excited. So today is the 29th of March, and last night I finally finished The Stone Sky by N K Jemisin, and I absolutely loved it. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. This was the perfect ending, and yeah, I'm excited to share my reading vlog that I did for the whole series with you soon. It's really, really an amazing series, and I can't wait to talk to you about it more, so I hope you're excited for that. And I also resumed reading a book. So this is the last book I need to prep for the Magical Readathon, and it is The 12 Kings of Sharak-Hai. And I had started this book in August last year, and then I DNF'd it, but I decided to pick it back up because I'm just rubbish at DNFing books. I always think that maybe the ending would have saved it. So I do have approximately 200 pages left to read this, so 1/3 of the book, and I will try to do that before the month is over. We'll see how that goes because I'm super busy this week, but yeah. When I finish this, I will be all set for the Magical Readathon, and I'm very excited for that. So wish me luck. So far, this book has been a 2, maybe 2.5 star read for me, more of a 2-star. So we'll see whether the last third can change my opinion. Good news and bad news. So I read over 100 pages of this last night, which was good, and I'm not hate reading it anymore, which is also good, so the break did help. But I realized that the German edition is longer than the English edition I had marked in Goodreads, so I actually do have more than 100 pages still to read, about 130, so that is a bummer. So it is time to end this vlog. It's already the beginning of April, but I was not in a state where I could film myself. Let's just say that. I did finish The 12 Kings of Sharak-Hai finally. This is the first book in a series, and I had started this so long ago, but I have now finished it. And this was the last book I needed for my preparations for the Magical Readathon, so my gear up is complete, my character is complete, and yeah, what can I say about this book? I hate read the first 2/3, as I said before, and the last third I did not hate read. I was like, okay. I don't know, I read a couple of negative reviews on Goodreads and I tried to, you know, make my feelings about this book a little bit more palpable. But yeah, what really did not work for me in this book were the characters, for one, and I've read that in many reviews that all the positive reviews are just like, oh, the world is so amazing and stuff like that, but like the characters really aren't that great, and I did not care about any of these characters. I was a little bit intrigued by Miriam and Ramacht, still don't know how to say that name, to be honest, but yeah, I thought that their storyline was a little bit intriguing because they're playing with some like darker powers, and we love to see some blood magic here. But apart from that, it was just, yeah, I did not care about these characters. The relationship of Jade and Emre will never make sense in my head. They're basically like brother and sister growing up together, but then they have sex at the end. I don't know why. I don't know. But yeah, I think the like mystery part had a little peak at the end. Like there was one revelation where I was like, oh my god, this could go into an interesting direction now. But then it like fizzled out, and I don't know. I don't know if it's the translation or what it is, but it just didn't work for me. And I still don't like the world. I'm sorry, but this feels so lazy to me. If you say desert fantasy written by a white man, this is what I imagine. The names are horrible in this book. Like every single name is bugging me. It just feels so lazy. Okay, there's one character I'm intrigued by, and that's the Desert Witch. But the only thing that intrigues me about her happens in that little peak of mystery, and just no. It's just always sad not to love a book that so many people love, but it's not working for me and I have to accept that. So if I was very generous, I would give this 2.5 stars. But considering, I think I will give this 2 stars. Let's be honest. Let's be honest, this is a 2-star book. So yeah, I'm very sad about this. I know that a lot of people disagree with me and I'm happy for them. I'm happy that you found something in this book that was intriguing to you, but I did not. So, apart from that, with my audiobook, I had about 3 hours left when March ended, so that's something I will talk about more in the April vlogs and wrap-ups. So if you're interested in my experience reading the Greenbone saga, I would highly recommend checking back in the future videos. And yeah, that's basically it, I think. So I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I think it was a little bit all over the place, but I'm just glad that I can start the Magical Readathon now, and I hope you will stay tuned for some vlogs for that. And yeah, I already uploaded my TBR, so you can see what I'll probably be reading in April, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!